PC and Toy Daddies, TPC and Toy Daddies.
Toy Daddies unite, let's celebrate. Top 10 photos that make us salivate. Through the camera's eye, see the stories told. Loving toys forever, young hearts bold. Bold, bold.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It is 2/3 of your Toy Daddies here on a Sunday night. On a Sunday night. Hopefully a good Sunday night, and we hope to make it a little bit better. How you doing, Joey?
I'm doing well. And we have our stand-in, our third chair right here. It's Ted. It's
Yeah.
Ted. So
He's
okay.
Toy.Father has him too. I love. By the way, it's such a silly figure, and for the $12 or $13 I paid for it, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Although, you know, like I'm not necessarily going to be using some of the accessories in public posts,
But you have the option that if you care to do so.
my daughter today goes, or you know, like, what's that? I'm like, it's a lamp. No worries.
You never know. Maybe it is. Hey, maybe you add a couple flowers on the top. It's a vase.
Right. That's what I was thinking. So we have our very, very special guest backstage. I see that he popped in. So before we bring him up, let's just real quick remind everybody that tonight, thanks to Lone Wolf Labs, we have a giveaway that we're going to be doing. So again, Kevin is the best. He is the main architect of Yimbonia back here, and we have a ton of stuff that we have not only purchased from him, but I have a bunch of my pictures up. We're going to look at his tagged photos once once I bring him in. And the big thing is we have, at least New Jersey wise, we have ToyCon New Jersey coming up in a couple of weekends. So I couldn't wait. Like when I picked up that last piece, this beautiful thing, building back here, I had told him, I was like, man, I want to be able to help out, show all the different things that he's going to be, showcasing and having for sale. So again, not only will you be able to see him in a couple of weekends, but you're also, show him the website and other ways that if you're not in New Jersey, you're not local, how you could still get some of these awesome things in hand.
Yeah, absolutely. The people in New Jersey and New York area that can attend these events, and it's like a little bit of a mecca in the United States of having like New Jersey. It's like there's a little bit of a toy hub, and you can meet folks like Yimbo, of course, but you can see artists like Kevin, Lone Wolf Labs, and one thing like this weekend, like I don't have a Yimbonia, but upstairs in my kids' playroom, there's so many play sets as you can imagine across. My daughter's about to turn 10. We've been in this house since I was since she was 4. So it's been 6 years of, we had toys before. We're accumulating more toys and became a bit of like a playset alley, diorama alley of like,
all right,
Spidey sets, Scooby, there's a Bat Cave, there's a couple of sewer layers, there's a bunch of My Little Pony. And this weekend, we went through that big, it took 2 days really. We want to go through it all. Because it's just like the walls are closing. It's just like in this office, just like your office, the walls are closing in. And we started purging through these dioramas and thinking about how this room has evolved.
Yeah.
Long story short, that's how I see Lone Wolf Labs.
Yeah.
He just showed off the thing that he's giving away tonight. And I remember meeting him a few years ago. Not that his work was bad at all.
No, it's great because I've been buying it ever since day one.
It was earlier in his, diorama journey. And as an artist and with evolution and attempts and continuously working on his craft, he's come a very long way and his stuff looks superb.
Yeah, I know. Again, it's just so nice. He is committed to getting better and better, and his stuff, his work is showing that improvement from, again, the great spot where he began to now all the heights that he's taking his work.
Absolutely. So such a pleasant soul too.
Oh,
if you get a chance to meet him at New York Toy Con or Legion's Con, which I think are his big shows, do so. Go say hi to this guy, the friendliest face.
Yeah. So Kevin, I can't wait. So you know what we're gonna bring him on. Actually, geez Louise, before we even do class attendance, my goodness gracious, we gotta thank. Oh man, Jay Shot, I love you, buddy. That is. Chewy doesn't have a Yimbo. You should make a Chewtropolis. There we go. I like it.
John. I always think of my life being smaller. I like the idea of it's just a Waffle House. It's not even a city. It's just one place you can get some late night and to make some bad decisions.
Exactly. Yeah, that works. That works. So you know what? We're gonna so John again. Never expected and truly always appreciated. So thank you so much, John. You guys know, of course, Jay Shot, half of Between Two Sentinels with No.Chewing, and again, part of the reason that we have such a strong friend circle from when we get to Toy Cons and all of these monthly shows. All right, so we're gonna bring them up.
Wait, hold on. Another
Ooh.
friendly face, Jay Shot, Machi Toy, great friends, and people in this chat probably know of John and Matt, anyways. But if you're interested, he does have those T-shirts available if you do so want them. Mm-hmm. It's featuring the Chamba art, or Chambi as they were talking about him last weekend or last week. But go hit him up. I know he has a limited stock. He's treating very limited stock. So.
Yeah,
go hit him up while you still have a chance.
I'm picking mine up from John on Sunday of ToyCon.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So, John, thank you so much, my friend. And let's bring Kevin in so this way he can be part of our, never mandated class attendance. It's just part of, it's part of the shtick. And we already saw Josh Brown be present in the house. So, Kev, I see you backstage. Let's go, buddy. Here we are. Boom! Lone Wolf Labs. How you doing, Kev?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? Ooh, wow, look at your background.
If I get a little choppy, let me know. I could try to switch to my phone. If I get a little choppy, let me know. I could try to switch to my phone because you guys were a little choppy in the beginning there.
Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of a little hiccup. I'd rather in advance.
I switch to my phone.
If you want to give it a shot,
give it a go.
I'll bring you right back in. We can start taking the attendance. We'll start saying hi to everybody. All right, here we go.
Yimbo said there's no mandatory attendance, but there is truancy in Yimbonia. Just letting you know.
Hey, I was already late today. As Chewy actually goes, you're late for class. I'm like, So Josh, how you doing, buddy? Happy Sunday. Here is Michael Tricksbats Creations. What's going on, man? I hope you're also. Yep. Gotcha. Hopefully, things are going well on your ends. Endless Fables. Yeah, excited about the episode. Heck yeah, man. Thank you for being here.
People, keep an eye out for Endless Fables. He has some good stuff cooking.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's got the a YouTube show going on now, and he's been doing a lot of collaborations, helping our independent toy companies get the word out on their different either current lines, upcoming Kickstarters. So Endless Fables.
I know he has something really cool in hand that he has to show off. So in that same exactly your vein of what you just said.
I love it. Grumps is in the house. What's going on, man? I do need to remind everybody, again, we are cross-streaming today between Yimbonia and the TPC Laserverse. But for the giveaway, we'll use the StreamYard giveaway feature. We just figured it would, nice and simple. Toy.Father's the one that, takes that extra above and beyond. I respect it. But I just didn't have the mental bandwidth to set up a wheel of names today.
Oh, yeah, no wheels. It'll be a hashtag. It'll be something funny, referring back to the show.
Yeah. So just as a reminder, this is going to be the giveaway, and we're not going to drag it out too long. We're not locked into an hour-long stream. I do know I held these guys up. Ooh, there we go. I busted these guys off the shelf, and I really do love these figures, and I need to actually take some pictures. It is Last of Us tonight, but hopefully you'll last with us before you go check out the next episode.
And with that said, please like, share, subscribe wherever you are on the Yimbo Reviews Everything YouTube channel or on the ToyPic YouTube channel. It's much appreciated. Keeps us smiling, helps us with the algorithm, and you get jokes like that. Toy Daddy.
What's going on, GNC? How are you? And now here's Kevin. He looks a little sharper over here. Let's see. Bloop. There we go.
Yeah. That's Kevin in HD.
Yeah.
I tried.
Oh man, look at this whole city you have brewing.
Immediate question, Kevin. If I have a Waffle House, Yimbo has Yimbonia. What are you cooking behind there? What do you call your city?
The lab. I call it the lab. It's not a city. It's just a laboratory.
Well, oh man. So, dude, I cannot wait. Are those all the different things that are going to be with you at ToyCon?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yep. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. So that we're gonna have you whatever you're willing to move around and show off. But we do have queued up a number of different things. For instance, as we went through maybe a little bit of your career retrospective, showing off some of the pictures that we've taken over the years using your dios. So we'll get there. We're just still saying hi to everybody. So Gene in the house. Rel Collects, how you doing, man? Again, thank you for sharing out the words. Thanks to Josh and anybody else that was able to get the word out. I know Jay Shot, Lago, thank you guys so much. Again, just trying to help Kev. That what our focus is. Our focus is straight up to help out one another. And I know, again, with the ways that we spend our money, I know I'm trying very hard to keep it to the small businesses and our small creators out here. Because that's what we're going to need to lean on. We're going to lean on each other. And the stuff that you're going to get is amazing. So I'm okay taking getting a few less figures in this year so I can get some of these beautiful dioramas and other accessories. So Wyatt Smith, what's going on, buddy boy? We got Cody in the house. Too much new toys. Jamie Lynn Parks. Hey. The Tot Dad, he's the TPC into it. Sath Amateur Hour, what's going on, man? Guy Jin, hello. And then Jay Shot again with the ahoy. Savage Saint, what's going on? We got KJ Smith of Barely Posable and Highly Posable. What's going on, my friends? We got OMFG Rick, evening, what's going on? Gady's Toys, hey. Winger Loses in the house. I love that Waffle House is the city hall. That's a good one.
Good one. I like that.
Guy J with a Waffle House that's bigger on the inside, like a TARDIS. Ooh, I like that too.
There's also a TARDIS. It's right next door to the Waffle House.
Fair enough. We have Toy Mirth in the house. What's going on, Anthony? Darth Primus is here. We got Cal the Collector. Let's see. Josh Brown of Josh Brown's Customs. I love it. You do what you like. All sorts of looks wearing mine. Oh, wearing the Between Two Sentinels shirt. I can't wait to get mine. And yes, all positive looks, of course. HC Yellow Jackets in the house. What's going on, Martin? How you doing, man? Thanks for being here. And respecting more for the sweet Batman cap. Hey, I know Lone Wolf. Again, big Batman fan. As are we. So. Yeah, this was in honor of Kevin jumping on. Truancy, I bet there's tariffs. There is no tariff. No. Come on. We already had our tariff conversation, folks. Yimbo does not put tariffs on anyone. And hopefully not on us either.
It's probably just for the lack of trading partners, to be honest. But yeah, there's no tariffs.
This is true. Last of Dead jokes. I'm glad you got a kick out of that. Yes, I know. I can't wait. Although I'm super nervous for anybody that played the game. Kev, did you ever play the? I know. We were talking about gaming before. Have you Last of Us? I know we talked that you're. Okay, I know because we were talking last time that you're a Halo guy.
Oh yeah.
All right, so not a.
I did think about it at one point, but then I was like, I don't want to learn a new thing. I know Halo good.
Yeah. Well, Last of Us. Whew, like I said, for anybody out there, it's coming season 2. So, boo, that's gonna be something. All right. Brick Something's in the house. Hey, how you doing, man? Fellow Sunday night streamer. We still have to do our cross stream, buddy boy. Solo Sinner. Happy Sunday, man. Thank you so much for being here. Rel Collects Neighbors again at Legion's Con 25. There you go. And let's see. The Last of Us is a hard watch, man, but do good. Yeah. Devin Steer, what's going on? Hopefully I said that right, Steer. And we got Lago. How you doing, Toy Migo? So yes. Thank you guys again for being here, and again, thank you for helping out with getting the word out because we wanted to support our boy Kev. So, Kev, what do we do? Yeah, what do you want to start with? Do you want us to keep going through some photos that we've taken with your stuff? Do you want to just go into what you have?
It's up to you. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. Chewy, show you directly, and I'll follow along.
All right, fair enough. So, Chewy, do you have some photos too that if you want to do that share screen thing, I'll click you over in a second too.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of I love this diorama. This is your cosmic Legion one, and I've been able to use it not only for cosmic stuff but also just it's such a great space agey. It's fantastic. So that was just
that was one of my favorites for sure.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I
haven't really been making them. They're a little complicated. I kind of feel like, I always want to move on to new stuff. I always want to.
Sure.
I always have ideas in my head. I want to try something new and different. But this was definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah. And when I was scrolling through your Instagram page on the tagged pictures of the work that other people have done, I mean, like it's not just like you said, cosmic. I use it for Deadpool. I've had Captain America and Winter Soldier in it.
Sure.
I did shield agent things. There's been again multi-use, but then of course
Star Wars.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of things with it,
And then this one I was super proud of. Again, thanks to Machu for the help, and Chewy and Toy.Father and J-Shot. If you guys remember that photo, that's with your hallway diorama.
Can't even tell what it is. Oh yeah. That was a popular one. That was a really popular one.
Yeah, that hallway diorama. And again, scrolling through your stuff, I mean, oh my goodness. I think Toy Addict 17, our friend Danny, was the first person that I saw with it.
It was his idea. He and I came up with it together. He told me what he wanted, and he said, just do it. This is what I want. You kind of do your own thing, and I was like, oh, we got to make more of these. It came out too good.
Yeah. So as soon as again, it's so funny because as I'm going through these pictures, I'm realizing that this is like, I would get like one diode purchase and then like whatever other little accessories. So like this was a Toy Con member. It's like I forget the years now, but it's like, oh yeah, that was a Toy Con. I remember that one. Yep. Let's see. This was more of just to show off the first rooftop diorama. And that was the first thing I bought from you way back when. Chewy, that's when you and Toy.Father came down. That was for the Toy Con. That very first time you guys made the road trip.
Oh, that was that time? Nice.
Yeah. So Realm of Toys was the guy. Our boy Frank was like, dude, you got to go hit up Kev. He go meet Lone Wolf. And I think that was the very first. I was just like, oh my God, I'm blown away. This is fantastic. So, and again, I want to remind everybody, Kev is so great. Like, I totally respect artists and dio people that are just like, hey, this is my work. Here it is. You take pictures of it. But Kev is always like, because, again, your goals are to get, keep costs affordable for everyone. You want to be able to crank these out, mass produce them. So you love and encourage people putting their stamp on stuff too. So I just wanted to mention that because, that's what I've been able to do with now that back wall. It's transformed a little bit. It's still your essence, but yeah.
Even the one we're giving away, like that basic brick wall, I was gonna add more like dirt to it and whatnot, but then I said, you know what this is good for? Like, I don't know how to do graffiti, but someone who does could go like graffiti up that wall, and totally make it look different.
Right. I know. I love it. That's oh man. So the next one I'm going to show you, again, just is more of a showcase of your work, but I think it's a one of a kind for me.
One of a kind, yeah.
This is the Bat Cave.
That's yours.
Oh man. So again, from the bottom of my heart, like I was so happy to scoop that up, and I love being able to set it up. I've used it in other ways as well, but I always want it to be set up as a Bat Cave, So
yeah, I like that you'll get it, you'll do your initial pictures, and then all of a sudden I'll see it in the background with something else. One wall, you'll take one wall, move it. That's really cool for me to see because I don't know. I was on Super Cool's podcast. I don't know if you saw it, but I talk about on there, like, sometimes I see a picture and I see that I'm tagged and I can't figure out what's mine in the picture. And then I'm like, oh, I see it back there. I see the window. That's my window.
Yeah.
So like I know that you're taking pictures of your figures, not the diorama. You know what I mean? So that's why I want to get it to you affordable, because a lot of times, you know, you might see a very expensive diorama, but you only see a little piece of it in the background of a picture. Like you guys kind of made me want to work more with action figure photographers than diorama photographers. You know what I mean?
Fair. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's a good point. Although I will say that the Batcave is like I could just photograph it without Batman and Robin. I could just have it and just capture the different angles and things. Because between the Bat computers you've made for it, just everything. Like when it gets loaded up, it makes me so happy.
You could light it from the underneath. You could light it from the top. Yeah, I enjoyed making that. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and dude, and again, you had that perfect blend of the industrial with like the, you know, cave-like feel. So like that's where it's been, you know, multi-use for me, because I've used it for Avengers shots. I've had Transformers in there because again, it's just so textured and wonderful. So but that was mean, everybody. That's all for me. That's sorry. And then this is just one more of mine, but this is like, again, one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken, and it is, again, your work is front and center there. That that colors, Batman, yeah. Oh,
the way you lit that was so cool.
I appreciate it. So then here we go. So now we got Chewie. Let me bring this down, boop, and bring this up.
To what you guys were talking about, you know, those little pieces. Something that Kevin, you have on your table, which is awesome, are these little elements. So the pieces that you have in this photo are in the kind of bokeh out in the foreground, but it's those trees. And I think I ended up leaving with like 8 trees, you know, just like to make a little forest.
we're gonna talk trees tonight.
Good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, sorry for the noise. That's all right. Look at the size of this beast. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
We got more trees.
That's so great, because like I remember that was something that you had posted, that it was a like obviously they were cleared out. Like we bought a bunch. Like every toy daddy I think got one. Obviously anybody else that was coming with it, you know, like around us, were snatching up the trees that you had, and now you're doing larger and taller versions, and they're going to be at ToyCon.
Yeah, I've got I've got sets ready to go. I have it was 1/6 shooter. Trevor was like, I like these a lot, but I need them a little taller. We'll talk after. And my plan was after Legion's Con to get a larger size printer.
Okay.
So I did I made up a batch, and then I just kept going bigger. I was like, let me go bigger. So yeah, it's going to be an assortment of a couple smaller ones, a couple bigger ones for one price. You know what I mean?
These are 1/6 shooter trees. It's going to sell out so quick. People, you want the same trees that Trevor, Sir 1/6 shooter uses. Hit up the Wolf Labs.
I love it. Chewie, you have some more queued
absolutely.
up? So
these are the miniature trees. These are not the 1/6 shooter trees.
But they're not miniature, for the record. They're not miniature.
They're still like 8 or 9 inches tall.
They're perfect for this, where you don't need you know what I mean? Like if I gave you a 2-foot tall tree, you're not going to get all 2 feet in most pictures anyway. It's going to be
I'll never get
here.
A tall tree in any of my photos.
That's what I mean.
Like what office do I have? All right, so these are the trees. This is another one. It's a little bit of the video, but you can see in the background it was your Legion's Con diorama that you had a couple years back.
2022. Yeah.
Oh geez, we're getting older. Diorama. I think actually was I used it again for this Wolverine shot. It just kind of captures a couple different moods.
Yeah, I like that.
And of course, considering I see you at Legion's Con, of course I pick up a lot of castle specific items, and you know they just work really well for these, especially these high and tight, or even like a little bit of like focus moody shots.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's super cool.
Your dials are the only ones that have like these incredible windows that I just absolutely appreciate.
I mean, I know I told you guys before, but anybody new that's listening, like these guys kind of would tell me, this little crew of photographers would tell me like, oh, this, you know, if I could get a little light in here. And so I started from one show to the next, I started changing the way I was building stuff, where I said, oh, you know what? Chewy said he wouldn't be able to get light in here, so I need to make a hole for light so you can pump in light from all. So when I'm building, like I'm thinking of where's the light coming from for these guys. You know what I mean? Like I don't mean Chewy, I built this for you. I'm not saying that. I'm
No,
saying
you can build stuff.
photographers. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
when you
for
tell the
photographers.
story, you always say Chewy. That's the thing.
But it's, you know what, going back to that cosmic one, you had 2 different windows on each side, 2 different style grates. And again, like, you were thinking of the photographers and where we can blast that light in. And
Right. It could have
man.
been easy to just make matching ones, but the texture on the grids were different. So you would get 2 different, like, shadows kind of shooting the light through, 2 different looks, you know? I mean, and it didn't make a difference to me whether I'm printing 2 of the same thing or one of one style, one of one style. I'm still printing 2. Do you know what I mean? So just put them printed together.
And I've used them both. Like when I've had some, like, oh man, I remember like a time using that, and that was specifically one of the things I just was like, oh, let me get this version, and then I specifically shot it like different setup, different characters. Now let's get this lighting going. Like it was just, again, the options for the photography aspect was great.
You looking at because you guys always tag me, looking at your pictures over time, like I recognize, like, oh wow, I made a 3-wall diorama there with a floor, so 4 pieces, and that great, amazing, well-lit picture is only using one of the walls. I can't see the floor. I can't see the other 2 walls. So that's when I started thinking maybe I don't need to do as many 4s, maybe four panel I call them, 3-wall and a floor. I started doing some 1s and 2s because that's all I'm seeing in the pictures. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair.
I mean, truth be told, if you could pan down on this photo, it's my desk. I'm not. There's no floor part of it. I just have, like wall, and I have my lights coming in.
Right. Exactly.
But going back to, like, again, it's the options. It's great that you have these things available, because I know that when I do use like one of your dials with the flooring and the tech, I want to bring that out the hallway. Yeah, I will do some close-up stuff, but there's other times I'm specifically wanting that wood grain texture that you've been able to make out of the hallway, and that because of the flooring.
Right.
So again, it's just you have these different options available for depending on who's coming to your table and how they photograph. So like have their own style.
I've actually seen somebody take that floor you're talking about and stand it up and use it as a wall with Jason, like inside a barn.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, what's mine in here? There's that's my floor upside down. Hello There Toys does that a lot.
Oh yeah, it sounds great. Yeah.
A lot of times I'm like, wait, I see it. Yeah, he's got it upside down. Always I see his stuff doing all weird things with it that I didn't even think of.
I just wanted to bring that down for a second, Chewy, because if you have a few more, I will bring those. But I wanted to get some compliments out here. Brick something saying, love your work, Lone Wolf. Endless Fables loves those trees. Let's see. Oh, Cal's saying he needs some trees. Cal, you know what? We could talk about it, buddy, because like I said, in 2 weeks on Sunday, I'll be going to see Kev, and maybe that could be something I can help you out with. All right.
I'm actually going to put trees. Somebody actually hit me up Friday and said, "Hey, do you have trees?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll put it up in my store." And then when I realized that was when we finalized, and I knew for sure I was coming on this weekend, I said, "You know what? I'm going to wait till Sunday." After the show today, I have assortments of trees I'll put up through Instagram or lonewolflab.store. They'll be in there.
There we go. I did have this up for it, because I did want to let people know that, again, just in case they don't get to see you at a convention, that you do have a website up there, and you can access it right from Kev's Instagram page, so it's right there. Yeah. But let's see. Chewy's got some more fun stuff going on right over here.
So Machu in the chat, and we're doing a good job. Chat, we're doing a good job tonight, keeping up. So he sent over a unique diorama that he picked up from Lone Wolf, and it's a Sentinel base, which is
I was thinking about that diorama the other day because I can't do those anymore. The mold, I broke the mold. Well, it just got old.
Yeah.
So I could do it. I would have to redo the mold, which is a pain in the ass. But
although would a broken mold look better for a crushed Sentinel?
No, the problem is it won't hold liquid anymore. It's so broken.
Oh, okay.
That's resin that I pour in, and it has to sit overnight. And if it leaks, it's actually happened, and it's a nightmare because now it's in the morning, it's super hard resin attached to my kitchen counter. I mean, I got in some trouble for that. I'm not gonna lie. There's still a piece I was never able to get off that. Every time she sees it, she goes, "That well, that's why it's called Low Wolf Labs," because she used to make fun of me. What are you making in your laboratory today? Because I'd be doing all kinds of shit, all kinds of smells coming out of here when I was working with a lot of resin. I don't do it as much now with 3D printers. It's not worth the mess.
Yeah. But yeah, this is one that Machi sent over, and I was just going to showcase one more photo, and it's that circular piece that you sold through at Legion's Con this past year. I think all the Toy Daddies bought. I think you had 5. I think you sold 5 within like maybe 10 minutes.
I brought 10, and 4 I hadn't even glued together yet. I had them in sections, and I was gluing them at the show because people were like, "Oh, I want one. Can you glue it and I'll come back?" And so I had it drying at the show because I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
The Amazing took one. He's like, "Don't even glue it. Give me the 4 sections." And sometimes he uses it. You could see it in the background of his stuff.
Oh, that's cool. I actually popped mine into 2 pieces.
Oh, you did?
And yeah. Just it's actually on my shelf. You can't see it, but so it's flat against the wall, and I have people coming out of it, but they're next to each other, and so yeah.
I'll have them again this year, and I'll have them in halves, two piece, and full circles. Because the 2 piece works good in a detolf. Yeah, they fit in a detolf perfectly too.
Well, it's even that and how you put it in a bag to go shop around for the rest of the day. 2 pieces a little flatter.
Oh, absolutely. But
yeah, absolutely amazing work. I love stopping by your booth every chance I get.
I appreciate it. You know I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yimbo, you are muted for some reason.
Oh, I'm like talking to myself. What a dummy. All right. So I also ended up getting the halves, and that's so great. Again, I highly recommend getting the complete circle because then you can get those shots that are through, so you get foreground and background with the archways. But it's just great again that you have all of these. I know my neighbor Dan, Captain 1134. He wants to get his hands on these. Yeah. So
I met him at Legion's Con.
Yeah, I have to make sure I lock him down, but I'm trying to get him to come with me on Sunday. So, but I know he does want one of those too. So hopefully I'll have something there because I know these are popular, man. It's so good. Now,
I'll have them at ToyCon too. I think I have about 5.
Okay.
As soon as I came home from Legion's Con, I printed out 5 just to have them. I think I have 5. I'll have 5.
And now, was that the first? Just as I'm going to get back to. Ooh, let's see. Machu said I sent you guys a unique dial I picked up from Lobo on your IG. Ooh.
Oh no, I showed that. That was.
Okay, my bad. Got it. That was the Sentinel one. All right. So was that where was the? Because you've always 3D printed aspects to put into your work. Like obviously with the Cosmic one, I go back to, you had a lot of 3D printed aspects to it. But was that the archway? Was that the first foray into just a 3D printed piece? Like where it was just standalone, you can just buy this printed?
Like a completely 3D printed
item?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure where your history, because you've been transitioning to an extent, like not fully, but
I've done some Star Wars full 3D printed dioramas.
I was gonna say I got the interior of a Falcon.
That's right.
I bought the interior of a Falcon from you. So all those were 3D.
That whole thing is 3D printed. Yeah.
Okay. And then now I know again that building. I know maybe it's again unique to me. But are you still doing? Are you still planning on the upper half? Are you still doing like a?
Yeah, here you could. Wrong way.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
These are just sections. You there?
Yeah.
You could just buy this section.
There you go.
So, nice. We're talking where you don't want a whole thing, but you want something for pictures. You guys know how to do the magic where it looks like it's 40 feet up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That is really big news. I really want Kev to because guys, like, I love my building, but that was the first. He goes, he's like, in terms of practically either shipping it or bringing it to Toy, like he's like, this is the one and done. So that was me. But now that upper section, dude. As soon as Kevin told me, I was like, oh my god, those are gonna fly. So.
That roof section you have on yours, it's incredibly difficult to print. It took like 5 tries to get that one roof section. Like 5, I threw it out. So with these, you could even stack these like these. Can you see that these are stacked kind of?
Yeah.
So like you could stack it and make it look similar to yours, but it's not gonna have the roof and it's not gonna have that bottom detail.
Okay.
But I could ship this. I can't
Right.
ship that.
Trick.
You know.
Right.
Do you have the ground floor of that building too? Is that something you're working on?
Do I?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I didn't know that there would be a call for it. That wasn't as hard to do as the roof. The roof is the tricky. The roof has like little nubs.
I'll put the challenge out for Legion's Con. The ground floor, if it's a store, enter that battle. I think you'll do well.
Yeah, I have something store related coming up after ToyCon. Right, Yimbo?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, hell yeah. Hey. No, oh, that's gonna be so great. I can't wait to see what you come up with.
I can't wait to work on it. Actually, I can't. Like, I'm kind of like done. Like, I wanted ToyCon to happen already.
Yeah,
because I have other things I want to get to. Like, I have big plans for the summer. You know, like I have things I want to accomplish in the summer.
So this is really great that you're getting into the stackable. I know one of the big things that you also have that you're working on are like the mythic mods, right? You have those multi-pan.
I have it here. I'll bring it out at some. You want to start going through some stuff because I kind of have it so I can move stuff out of the way.
Hell yeah! All right.
About what's behind you. So.
Yeah.
Actually, let me get it. I have a couple little things here. We'll get out of the way.
Okay.
I had this at Legion's Con.
Oh yeah.
Those are cool.
But now it's large. I made it bigger. I felt like it was scaled a little small, so we got a bigger. This is, I think, 7 inches versus the last one was 6.
Okay.
Can you see it all right or not really?
Yeah.
Right,
and you know what? And that was one of those things that I like had in my hand, and then again, Dan was like, "Could you go pick that up?" And then you already sold out of them.
I brought a lot of those.
Yeah,
it was weird. No one looked at it for like 2 hours, and then the next hour they were all gone.
Yeah.
Here's the one person with a vision of it, and then they just like, oh, I'll just stack all of them and do floor ceiling like Doctor Strange bookshelf, and they walk away happy.
Yeah.
Giveaway. Ready to go.
Look at that, guys. So again, we will be pulling that in a little bit.
Well, how about these? Might look familiar to you two guys.
Oh yeah.
But now I'll have these at ToyCon. I have about 10 sets of these.
Hell yeah.
Very
there we
cool.
go.
For tombstones or for top of a building, you know?
Right. Like I have mine on the top.
My next, besides the mod that we talked about, Mythic mod, which we're going to show.
Yeah.
My next Dwarven Forge.
Ooh.
Let me see.
Let me see if I can... There you go.
Look at that.
Dude.
I have a whole diorama for this, but I just shipped it and I don't have an extra one now.
That's awesome.
I like to look at that getting into the. Oh, there it is. But
you guys know this bad boy. I don't know if you guys got the gray one or the brown one, but I do both. Right. We'll do that last. This is a little something I worked new.
That's great.
Gel cell.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of these are one-off. Like this, I wanted to see how it would look for a diorama, but I wasn't crazy about it. But I had the pieces, so I said, let me use them up. So I just have it's just a one-off diorama.
From a distance, I thought it was something entirely different.
You could put light in there.
Yeah.
You know, if people are interested, I could do more, and you could have like a whole run of them. You know, like 3 of these next to each other, and it would look like inside Arkham Asylum or whatever you want it to be. You know.
That is awesome.
The way it looks like, from when I was looking at, since we've been on, I thought they were the bathrooms outside of a gas station, like a men and women's room.
Oh yeah,
it's like Kevin, that's pretty damn good.
All right, I'm gonna move this.
By the way,
Superman thing. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it centered.
It's all good. I just wanted to shout out Clintastic 4 as the Citizen of the Month for Yimboni of April 2025. What's up, Clint? But look at this, a Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to get the light to stay blue, so I had to do it like that. I got this from Paul Zach. You know Zach? Zach, whatever.
Okay.
Paul Zach got me the file.
Okay.
It actually has a hole made for the for
Oh,
Milan to fit.
Damn.
And then this goes over the top. I'll have a few of these at least at ToyCon.
Oh my
that's
goodness.
awesome.
Cool.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
the detail on that is nuts. It's not my file. Like I did
Yeah.
him a favor.
Yeah.
All right.
That is rad.
So
You know what, dude? I'm gonna have to end up commissioning you for like a Fortress of Solitude because I have the Mezco base, but I don't have the that what you have all around it. So that's something else. I'm gonna have to hit you up.
And that's timely, Kevin. Good job. This is the year to push those out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
what I
true.
thought, yeah.
Holy
this like you
crap!
might have seen. This is another 2 foot by 2 foot. It's a beast.
Jeez.
But all this is you can see through all this, so you can get different lights in them. There's a back wall. I don't know if you can really see the back wall.
Yeah, we can see it.
So
That
you
is
pump in lights from
unbelievable.
all over the place, and there's a floor up here. So if you want to have like guys looking down, figures looking down. Sorry.
Dude, that one like caught my eye instantly, and then in terms of cities, what I feel about that one back there. Oh,
That's
another one's 2 by 2. That'll be a ToyCon for sure. At ToyCon, I want to do more of these like larger things.
yeah,
Because I can't ship them. So
sure.
people could pick them up. I got one other thing that I wanted to show you. That besides the, oh yeah, here we can do this quick. This is just like a cryopod.
Ooh.
Now it was made so this opens and you could put someone in there,
Mhm.
but the print doesn't work for some reason. The parts don't snap in without breaking them.
Okay.
So I had to glue it. I had to glue it shut. So I'll sell it at ToyCon for less money than I would have if it opened.
Sure.
And just kind of again like a prototype, like I talk about.
Oh,
This
but that's
is kind of-
going to be great for Doc Knock too.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. If I opened, I would. I want to do. I did one years ago, the original Doc Knock when it came out of Dio for him,
Mm-hmm.
and it came out great. I sold it on eBay a long time ago, but I want to do one for the updated figure because I do have it and I love the character.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's one of my fun things I'll be doing this summer, working
Nice.
on just because I want to. I got a cool little sleep pod, like a space sleep
Ooh.
pod.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
Oh, that's awesome.
pretty cool. Right? It looks different.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's it for that stuff. Now I do have this, which I'm not fully done with yet. Let me see the best way to go.
Well, we got a question for Lago. He said, "Did you ever do a 1/6 bat computer bat cave? Your computer props will look great for that." Some of your because I mean I know I have those. Ooh, on the floor over there, so I could get them. But that the bat computer that you've made. Have you ever? Do you do a lot of 1/6? Have you ever done any 1/6 stuff?
I've never done anything 1/6. No one
Okay.
really ever asked me to. 1/6 presents challenges because everything has to be bigger. So
Sure.
I'm gonna run into stuff that's not gonna fit on even my larger print.
No, right.
But
Darren's.
I would
Darren's-
try it.
Yeah, all right. That could be. It looks like a Lago because he's more of the hot toys. He's the hot toys boy. Darren Squires in the house. Said happy Sunday. Excellent work from Lone Wolf. Got a chance to buy quite a few items when I went to Legion's Con. Definitely looking to purchase more. Question: will you have any more rooftops? So I think he's referring to maybe the one I was showing off before. But you're moving on. You have these different versions now of things. So
I don't know which rooftop he's talking. I might have it already.
okay.
I don't know which specifically what rooftop and
Yeah, Darren, were you referring to the one that just to bring it back was let us know in the chat, like, are you thinking the one that like I was showing off that I had picked up from him? Endless Fables is saying, so all the Dio pieces painted?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin's crushing. He's in that lab every day, man.
Yeah, I'll never be like caught up. Never.
Yeah. NYC Figure Fanatics in the house. What's going on, man? Machi was saying about the interior hallway of the That's right. That was from before. We got another Kevin is the man from NYC Figure Fanatic, and he said, one die I've always wanted is a building facade with scaffolding in front of it, lots of space to hang figures on.
Oh, scaffolding, that'd be cool.
That would be neat.
That would be cool.
Unworthy Collector, 7 inches is respectable.
Oh yeah, Kevin.
Wade Crate in the house. What's going on, man? Brick something said, ooh, building that Dwarven world, love to see it. And then he also was super into that Arkham idea with you that you were just showing off. Rel Collect said, I just realized I wasn't following Lone Wolf on AG. Just followed. There you go.
Thank you. I'll follow you back if I'm not following you already.
All right, and then Wade was saying, super creative Chewy on one of your many arrangements there.
Thanks, Wade.
Aurelis Delgado, happy Sunday. Thank you for being here. And she said, this is awesome. KJ Bolsack, that's my boy. Fantastic. Oh, my friend, you got to go. Yep, there's not that I try to hide stuff behind paywalls, but except there's the one State of Yimbonia every month. Well, it's only the second one so far. But Clint, you got to go check it out when you get a chance. Tanner said, my McFarlane Christopher Reeve Superman needs a Fortress of Solitude. I'm telling you, Kev, that I think is another.
I think that's a winner. I think
that's a good.
I have a template for that background.
Yeah.
So like I can easily do them.
Nice.
It is something I want to carry. It's just between the Mythic mod.
Oh yeah. No, you have
and ToyCon. I'm just nuts right now. But
yeah,
I will carry it for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. That's my speed right there. That building is sick, Lone Wolf. That's from Wade Create. Another John saying that Force of Solitude is amazing. J Shot said, what about the front of a bank, similar to the stackables you showed, but with steps and a giant $sign? Just spitballing.
Ooh,
sounds cool. That definitely sounds cool, and it's time. You know, it's just time.
Oh yeah, no. This is the stuff that Kevin, just for everyone's record, this is like we're showing off what Kevin has been, actively crushing and working on to get ready for ToyCon. But anything that you are suggesting, like Kev is a sponge, and this is all future plans as he, But the man has, he's got his template, he's got his stuff laid out. I just don't want you to feel pressure, Kev, because people are gonna throw ideas. Take what you can, but you're good though. You're good. None of this is happening for the 2 weeks, everybody. Kev's got his stuff.
Balance. Like you would be surprised how much I have to balance. Like I don't want to. No offense to J Shot. Like I don't want to make one of something because I can't make money on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I need to make 5 or 6, and I'm coming into what I call my city show. That means like I need more city stuff for the Mythic Legions Con. Mm-hmm. City stuff doesn't sell well there. Mm-hmm. So here I'm going to have more brick walls and stuff like that, pallets and cones, and a bank would sell at ToyCon. I don't know that it's going to sell at Legions Con. You know what I mean?
Fair.
So like I'm going to start switching to medieval/cosmic after ToyCon. But
yeah. But then, like we got two what is it? 2 ToyCons a year. What are the months now?
Mm-hmm.
March and
September, I believe.
Or September.
Yeah,
September and then April. Okay. So there we go. So we got something to think about.
I'll build off the idea as well, and I'll pitch it. You remember those books where there's like it's for kids. It's like it's split into 3 different slots, and you can swipe through, and they kind of change clothing a little bit. I love the building behind you because it looks like the perfect like middle spot of a building, and that bottom part you could just keep going through like almost like a template run. Like one could be like a bank hotel type front, a storefront, and you just keep. It's in almost the same dimensions. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so that's the bottom piece, and then you have a third piece on the top that looks like almost like a steeple. That's simple, and you just keep switching out those ones after a little while. It's like, all right, this is a little steeple. Nope, this is the flat one that sits there on the top.
You're right. I understand what you're saying. The problem with this is it's 3D printed.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would need to match, which I have done. I do it all the time. But I would have to make sure everything matches. Like I can't make something wider without making it taller. Like I have to increase the size by percentage.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have to go both ways, which might not work. I understand what you're saying, but like as I was telling Yimbo, this is actually a file I got from someone, and it's supposed to be printed in like the whole building, three like this, 3 high, a basement, and a ceiling and a steeple on top of that is only this big. I blew it up.
Mm-hmm.
So the stairs on this, it has stairs and a front door.
Oh, really?
The stairs are, to print at this scale, I would need a printer twice the size of the biggest one I have, which is big.
Sure.
Like the stairs would be like, it would be one print this wide. I don't even know if you can see my hands. But I wanted to print sections and offer sections, but I hit so many bumps because it's supposed to only be this big. The whole building is only designed to be this big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I would love that. That is what I want to do, which I'll show when we show the Mythic mod. I do want to do a city mod next.
Ooh,
but
nice.
Again, I didn't have time to have it done by ToyCon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
none of this is 2 weeks.
So I want to do a space mod that you can make modular and make a whole room of it if you want to.
Yeah.
A city mod and a Mythic mod, which Mythic mod is already almost done. So
That's so cool. And that's another. Oh man, yeah. So that's right. Kev's going to be showing that one off too because it's
that's
so
the last
cool.
thing of the show because I got to put it to the side. Here, let me show you this one thing. So I can put it out the other way that I had to set up. Can you see it?
Yimbo, give him the one.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Thank you. Good call. I was like, get all.
I'm squinting.
The Indiana Jones map.
That's cool.
Oh man.
Again, it's a prototype. It's a one-off because I can't see these pointy pieces. I'd be worried about shipping them, even bringing them to as many shows. Like I'll bring it to Legion's Con, ToyCon, but like it's got some delicate pieces. But it was something that I was like, that's really like I just think it's really cool.
Awesome.
That is really cool. And again, even that back wall, that's great for photography.
Super cool, yeah. And this is just a separate piece. Like I could do many things with that, you know.
Oh yeah, that's very cool.
That you might wind up seeing again because I do really like the wall. The wall could be used for a lot of things. Yeah.
For sure. And
yeah,
you know,
Mythic still dives into Egyptian as well, so that hits
exactly.
Oh man.
Check the chat or something. I'm gonna put this.
Yeah. No. Well, that was just neighbor Dan was saying that love Lone Wolf stuff. Always looking to grab some of his stuff at the toy shows. Again, Dan, Sunday, two Sundays from now, we gotta hit him up. Endless Fables, your sleep pod will fit larger figures. A-Walk Masters Verse. Tanner says, how often do you have failed prints? I do 3D printing, and I've been having a more failed prints as of late.
Not that often anymore, but I've upgraded. My machines are better than the ones I used to get. I used to have like 50%. No, I wouldn't say 50. 30% of prints would fail in one way or another. Now it's probably 10, if that.
Nice.
Just the technology's gotten so much better in the last 2 years.
And you man, practice makes better.
Yeah, exactly.
Experience is experience. Don't discount that. Even like I have a 3D printer next to me, and Tanner, I'm not sure how often you print stuff or where you are in your journey. And what machine actually? I know with mine, at least, I always make sure I calibrate it before if it's been a couple days, I always recalibrate it, because if I don't clean the plate like an idiot, like I just for like 2 months I didn't clean the plate, and then things are just failing. Like, oh, what's the problem? It's like, oh, I should clean this stupid thing. Tighten it up. Come on, let's go. But that's something I learned the hard way too.
All right, and that's why it's good to ask questions both here through people that you know that do this over on Instagram, because again, you know, like the people that we all know are awesome and are willing to share. And again, we're better together. I always like to say, we're better together. Way Create said,
I think that might have been Detour Customs that said, like, did you clean it? I'm like, you know, that's a simple question. Let me figure that out. Let me get back to you.
Kev, Low Wolf is asking you. Way Create is asking you, Kev. Anything you're excited about picking up for your own collection? Are you? I don't know. When you go to the cons, you're just in selling mode from as far as I could tell.
I always have a list of stuff. What am I looking for right now? There is a couple things I'm excited for, but I don't. I'm not a completist. If I see something I like, I get it. Like,
Sure.
I just got Doc Knock yesterday. It was
Okay.
delivered
Oh,
finally,
good one.
Yeah.
but I haven't bought a Mezco in a while. Like, I don't know. I'm
Mhm.
getting more into like I actually am thinking about getting the sod cutter and the
Oh,
new
okay.
what's it, Alistair?
Yeah, Alistair Gangrene, right? He's
Yeah,
Gangrene.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I like that old cemetery kind of stuff personally.
Hmm. Well, and
Um,
you're a horror guy anyway, so that, I mean, he's a
yeah,
wicked horror-looking character.
I definitely there's a couple Mythic Legions I'm going to be getting soon. The Sir Elijah, the Templar, the new Templar figure they have
Oh,
out.
right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That he's super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, really, it like a lot of time. You know what I've been buying a lot of actually lately? Old McFarlane oddball like figures because they're cheap.
Okay.
Like I just picked up. I was gonna bring it in and I didn't because I just got it. It's like this big, and it looks like it would be a Mythic Legions, like it's designed that style, and it's an elephant, but it's a man elephant. It's a dude
Okay.
who's an elephant.
All right.
Yeah, I saw somebody in the Cabal just mention it, and I was like, let me see if I can find one cheap, and it was like $20, still in the package,
Yeah.
shipped eBay. So I was like, and it's so unique. Like everybody's showing the same figures. Like I'm going back and saying, look how cool this is that none of us ever talked about because it came out 20 years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I just look for stuff that I just am like, I want that, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's always a fun part of the cons too, where you do have such a variety, and especially when it
Yeah.
spills into both rooms. Like people are bringing stuff that, yeah, I'm excited too to go again, see go back in time, not just like whatever's been dropping recently.
Definitely.
Jay Shot said, certainly no rush. Just think with all the hero stuff going around, we don't really have an option for a bank entrance. Need a place for Two-Face to rob. That's, man, I'm telling you, that's a very good with the, like September Toy Con. That could be something, potentially. Plant that seed. Cal Collector said the Indiana Jones is awesome. Ender Shadow's in the house. Ruben Bro, what's up, man? He said, Lone Wolf Labs makes dope stuff. I have a few of his and love them, especially the sci-fi stuff.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
And Tanner had said, I've been doing it for 2 years-ish, and I'm using an original Ender 3. So that was with the...
Can I give you my advice, Tanner? Put that out to the curb tomorrow. And for like, I think it's $180, get an Ender 3 V3 SE. They have it at Micro Center. You can get it on Amazon. It's a little more expensive on Amazon. It'll take you about literally 15 minutes to put it together, and you'll get your first clean print in 10 minutes. And so little maintenance compared to, I threw out 5 Ender 3s after 2 Legions cons ago because they're garbage. The amount of work you need to do to get one print, I'm telling you, you will be like, that was the best $180 I ever spent. I just bought another one last week. Like, the best move you could do. I'm telling you.
And Kev, you've been now, I mean, since I've known you, it's been, I mean, we're going on, 4 or 5 years. How long were you going, did you start doing the Lone Wolf and the Toy Con stuff? Like, how long ago? Like, what is your whole trajectory? Like, has it been just the 5 years? No, right? Did you start up pandemic-wise? Or you started...
With dios or
just the dios and just all this stuff. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to reference your experience. Sorry.
It's all right. I used to sell action figures like everybody else. Marvel Legends.
Okay.
DC Multiverse at Toy Con, and I started making dioramas just for myself, and I got okay at it, and then I had a little pile of them, and then I wanted to get better, so I started watching tutorials and getting ideas from other people. Learning how to do stuff, and then learning my own stuff on my own. And then I had too many dioramas that like I couldn't display them anymore because I was still selling toys. I was selling toys at shows and online. And I told my wife, you know what? Do I throw these out or what should I do? Like I don't know what to do with them at this point. I don't want them anymore. They were basically just brick walls and whatnot. They were nothing fancy. And I said, you know what I'll do? I'll bring them to Toy Con. Maybe I could sell a couple off, and then I'll throw out what's left. And I don't know. There's probably like 8. I probably brought 8 or 10, and then I sold them all. So then I said, I'm going to bring more next show. because I really enjoyed making them, you know. And I
Yeah.
brought more, sold out. And so that I started letting my toy side of the table get smaller and started expanding the dioramas. And I think
That's
when they picked up that Sentinel diorama that he showed before, I think that was the first show I had no toys, just dioramas.
wow.
And yeah, I just phased it out until I was like, why am I even messing around with toys, competing with everybody in the room for the same stuff? You know, everybody's got Marvel Legends.
Sure.
So then I was just like, let me stick with this. And then it just grew. It just grew and grew.
Yeah. Oh, see, so Tanner, he does know what he's talking about.
Yeah, right to the curb, Tanner, to the curb tomorrow. I'm telling you.
I love this, Josh. You have to do the 3D print prayer and dance.
Yeah, really.
Oh man! And the Machu Toys is also temperature changes affect your prints when the seasons change. Oh man! But yeah, and then man, Beast Boy's in the house. He goes Lone Wolf. Looking forward to seeing you at the Toy Con. Another fellow seller over there.
Gonna be fun.
All right. So what do we have? What do we? Did you have enough time? Do you have some stuff handy now?
I put out the trees. You see the trees? There you go.
Oh boy.
I got the trees out. They'll be on my store after the show tonight.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So like these are the ones you guys picked up. This
Right.
one. Sorry.
Which are still tall. That's what I mean. It's.
Yeah. So we went.
It's respectable, Yimbo.
You'll still have smaller ones, bigger ones, fatter ones. You know, all sizes.
Yeah. There's that.
So I'll tell them in two different assortments. So you know, you don't have to. I like to keep as much as sorry for the moving around. I like to keep as much as possible for in that $25 price range.
Yeah.
So I'll have two different assortments in the $25 price range, so you can pick either one.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
These are cool. People don't
Highly
take long.
recommend.
They
Highly
went
recommend them.
They went pretty quick.
Yep. By the way, I just wanted to tell you. Yeah. Wade creates it. That's really inspiring. Actually, almost anything I make gets put on a shelf and onto the next one. So nice to know there's a direction to this hobby. That's look at you, Kev and Wade. Oh, I mean, keep up the great work, Wade. I love seeing what you're doing over on your channel. And
I caught one of his lives recently on IG. Yeah. He's just slowly painting away a wall. Very peaceful.
But Cal is loving the trees. What nice trees. Jay Sinner's in the house. Happy Sunday, buddy boy. Captain goes, whoa, those are some thick trees. Yeah, there's all shapes and sizes. There's no right or wrong tree. There's no wrong way to tree. So I know, I can't help myself. But I know Cap is definitely going to be scooping up some of those, I bet. Wade Craze says the wider and taller one is probably the most popular. Hey, I mean, it depends on the size of the forest. Come on now. Jason, nice baby tree trunks. KJ Smith, thick and girthy and veiny, just the way I like them. My goodness. Careful where you sit, KJ. All right. My apologies, Kev. Here we go.
Yeah, it's all good. I did not think there would be a barrage of thick and veiny kind of. That's fun. That's really funny. It didn't even cross my mind. I was like, after one guy said it, I was like, oh, funny. And then I missed the theme. I missed it.
Oh my goodness, but they're gonna fly off the shelf. All right, what do we have? I'm gonna full screen you here for a second. There we go. The Mythic Mod. I love that this is the direction where you're going, man, with your dios.
So, all right. So you see it. So you'll be able to buy, one section if you want one section, or all three sections will be like a discounted price, or you could buy multiples. So you could theoretically go. Sorry, it's backwards. You could go long ways and up, or depending on your situation, you could go. If you want to put them on a shelf, let's say you could go like up down the length of a shelf. You could go up. You could go. It's fully modular. There's no limit to what you could do with them.
So are you
You have a
selling
door
these?
section.
You're selling them as one, like, or like what is your plan for like? Are you doing like? Are you gonna have deals for like three for or like? Are you doing
I'll
multiples
have
or
them
how?
all. I'll have them all individual. You can buy them
Okay,
individual, or you could buy pack. You know, like a 3-pack.
man.
Or you could buy. You know, some people might want. They don't like the top part. They don't like that, so they
Oh,
want more
that's so
window.
good though. Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it'll be you could buy them individually or deals on, let's say, 3. You know.
dude, I'm thinking 6. like, sure, I was already good. Again, the 2 stories and having. Oh my god, that's gonna look so amazing. I mean, it does. It looks amazing. But I'm gonna have to do something.
Yeah, I want to. I'm going to have 9 sections at some point for a picture. That's my
Oh
goal right
yeah,
now. To
yeah.
have like so it looks like a whole. I mean, these are 14 by 13 roughly.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 14 wide times 3. That's 42.
Okay.
So yeah, it'd be almost 4 feet wide. And pricing wise, probably this one by itself would be a little more than a regular one. And you see, like these pillars are
Sure.
meant to run, like they run up and down.
Yeah. They look so good. They look so good. I'm like, damn it, I need more mythic stuff.
Hey, this is something I've been working on, like not, between sketchbook and playing around with for quite some time. Like we were talking about too, about the width versus height.
Mhm.
Yeah.
These pieces were the file. They're only designed to be like this big. So I had to, but I wanted it to be exactly 14 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could just stretch one, but I couldn't. I had to. So that's actually 2 smaller pieces
Okay.
because I couldn't go. You have to go one way or the other. You know what I mean?
No,
This
this
is
looks
kind of going to
incredible.
be like my thing for the summer that I'm working on, like just keeping them in stock and moving them out, keeping them in stock,
Yeah.
moving them out.
They look beautiful, dude. That doorway too, on that bottom level, like that doorway is fantastic. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, it doesn't open. I wish I could get it to open, but it's just not practical.
No, I don't. I'm like, in my eyes, I'm like, that just needed that. That's just great.
I love the idea of stacking it, but then you can also put it on the left and the right, and you can also, more than likely for photography, you can close off the area too to make a U shape, and then you can get some shots that way too.
Yeah, you could totally go like this, go like this. You could do it on angles to like cover up the gap if you wanted.
Yep.
Yeah,
And Kev, so these are the conversations that we have with Kevin, like just so everybody knows, like when we see him in person and we're like handling his stuff and going, oh my god, like these ideas start brewing. So like already, I'm like, this is why people need to get the archway too, because that archway, then with the double, like I'm putting that in front of that with that doorway, like that's where my brain's going automatically. Wade Crate's saying, there we go, the stained glass. That's why I'm like, all 3 of those are uniquely amazing. And that's why in my head already, I'm like, I feel like I need 6.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I love the idea of, especially if you continue it on, you have so many things that can mix and match and really create a custom view.
I actually have a 4th section that I can't get the engineering right, but it's basically these windows, just 3 smaller ones.
Ooh, okay.
But I can't get. I'm still working. There's a problem with it. I don't want to get too complicated because you'll be bored. But I'm just having I had to put it down and be like, I have to think about that again down the road because I can't. I've thought about it way too much. It's making me crazy.
No, that's true. That what that's the best advice too for people to know too, right? Like you can sometimes you can get too close to it. Yeah, you gotta step back, get fresh eyes on it. Yeah, that's a good move. That's a good move. By the way, Cal the Collector is saying that the trees must be feel good in the hands. They do. They do.
Hey, you want to know a funny story since we're going that way? As I gradually made larger ones,
Right.
I would open the office door and put it down by my waist and say, "Babe, what do you think?" and then a week later, the same thing with this one. "Babe, what do you think?" And now she won't even look when I do it because then I came at her with the beat.
Right.
Hey, that's about right, right? About the same. She won't even look now. She won't even.
See?
Like,
Oh my God! I know. I love it. I love it. We're but
I was thinking we all thought the same thing. I didn't know we were going to chat about it today.
it's all good. We're all young at heart. We're
Yeah,
you know,
no,
like
it's true.
that's why we do all of this. And you know, these jokes are just part of the just part for the course.
Absolutely. Kevin, this is great. I actually have to go, but it was
Oh,
great
no,
catching
no.
up with you, looking at your wares. I'm not going to be at ToyCon, but I'll definitely see you at Legion's Con.
He'll be there in spirit. I'll FaceTime him so he can say hi to you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all right. Good to see you. Thanks for having me, brother.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure. We have a good one, buddy. I'll see
Thanks,
you
all.
tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. So we got Jay Sinners saying that archway is really nice. I like that there's the depth to it. And then there we go. Like you're saying, side lighting would be really cool. Endless Fable said he needs to take a flashlight with him to the show and angle it through the windows. Oh, that's not a bad idea. A little pocket flashlight just to show people as they come over.
Oh, I have a bunch of little
There
lights.
you go. Yeah.
I spent for Legion's Con. I spent a good chunk of money, not a lot, but just getting all the little lights and little battery packs
Right.
to USB power. I have them lit up. I'll have them lit up for sure.
Yep. Ender Shadow again. Future recommendation. I know. I know he was into the cyberpunk stuff. So again, some more cyberpunk dios. I just got into. I bought the David Jada Toys figure, and I just watched the first 4 episodes of Edge Runners, and now I'm hooked too. So I'm right there.
Yeah.
I'm right there
I
with
love
you,
that
Enders.
I love that stuff. So first, I'm going to check out what's it called, Edge Runners.
So it's on Netflix. It's animated. It's Cyberpunk Edge Runners. And then
I love cyberpunk.
Yeah, I threw on the it's in Japanese, I believe, but I ended up using the English dub, which I normally don't, but for a cartoon, it doesn't matter. So I put on English. They had Giancarlo Esposito, they have some decent voice actors in there, yeah. So
I'll definitely check it out. I've been looking for stuff to watch.
Yeah. So that's if you're into it, I've been really enjoying it. Wade Create says, do you lean more into photo references of actual buildings, or do you have source materials like movies and games? That's a good question.
That's a good question. It's like for this one. So it's a perfect example. This the Mythic mod. I started seeing pieces and thinking, what can I do with those pieces?
Okay,
a year ago, I gathered. I've had this file for 2 years. I've had these for a year, and I always wanted to use them, and I had them printed out different sizes. I was trying to figure out where to put them in, and then I had the mod idea, so I put this together first. I had this hanging around the office, just this piece for 6 months before I went. Okay, I got to find a door. Then once I found a door I liked that went with it, then I said, all right, now what? I want a third floor. And actually, this picture, this thing I saw is based on very loosely on something I saw in a cathedral somewhere in Europe. Very loosely based on.
Yeah.
But you have pieces with this kind of arts, right? That you've gotten from me over the years. I've used this art for years, years.
No,
and even these figures in here, these guys, I've used them on other things too. But sometimes it's just as simple as finding one piece and being like, this is so cool. I got to build a world around it,
Right.
And that's what it was with these pillars for me. I found these pillars and I was like, I want to use those. And it wasn't easy. They were a pain in the ass to get right because they're actually a whole pillar around.
Yeah.
But I wanted something flat against the wall. So I had to modify the file.
So that's so cool. So I mean, that's kind of what we do with toy photography too, right? Like we, there's either whether it's a figure or an accessory or something, and then all of a sudden, the idea. So that's where it comes. You get there's the hit of inspiration, but then really your mind just takes it into ultimately your design, right? Ultimately you're pulling in and crafting around some inspiration. like I wanted to ask you that. So that building, I mean, I keep staring at it, but the building behind you that you're gonna have a Toy Con, that one, yeah. Was that anything? Like, was that again? Same question. Was that pulled from anywhere in particular, or was this? Because I mean, it's very much in your style, you know. So it's a lone wolf. Like your buildings have like this wonderful you. So is that just more of you, or was that any? You know.
You know what it is? It's a progression.
Yeah.
Like remember I had the one at Legion's Con that was a long brick.
Yes, that was awesome too. Yeah.
Like that. You liked it. It was long and only like
yeah.
inches tall, maybe.
Right.
I've been slowly wanting to get to this, but because it's something I can't sell online, it's something that keeps getting pushed back. Because I'm not. There's no urgency.
Okay.
So one day I said, I want to sit and just draw bricks for an evening. And that's what it cut bricks just for an evening. It's a lot of bricks on that, you know?
Yeah.
So I cut the bricks probably like right after Legion's Con because I wanted, like, I felt the urge to create, but I didn't want to really create. I just wanted to relax and create.
Sure.
So I just sat and cut the bricks. And then once I did that, I just started adding to it.
Yeah.
And like, eventually I want this building that looks ridiculously realistic. Like I'm starting to add more trim and more pieces.
The different colorways of the bricks too.
I'm gradually working my way to ultra detail.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just time, and you know, it's not as easy as I'm going to buy this piece and paint it and glue it on. I wish it was that simple, but there's so many little things you have to consider. How is it going to butt up against those trim pieces on the side, you know?
Yeah.
Even adding the roof was a big deal. That was a pain in the ass to get that file for that top, like what do you call it? Art Deco kind of look.
Yeah.
It's everything. You might think like, oh, what's the big deal? You made some bricks and you put some holes through windows in them.
No.
There's so many other little things that if you don't consider, and like I've had pieces where I was 75% done and said, oh my God, I never thought about, I'm not gonna be able to add that trim now because of the way I cut that width. I put it away and use it for something else and maybe not go back to it. Yeah. You know, it's a progression. That's a progression.
Well, you know, so I'll tell everybody because you know, like I've commissioned Kev, so I've talked about it here on the past, but like I grew up basically in my grandparents' Italian deli. So my grandmother was off the boat, and they had a store for 50 plus years, and that was my childhood. Was both living in the apartment above there and then helping them run raviolis and fold the boxes and do all the stuff. So, you know, I gave Kev some pics. So, dude, that's why there's no rush. But feel free to like use that too to like experiment and you know, like what you're talking about, because it's gonna be wonderful whenever it's it's great that like again it's a heartfelt thing. Like I told my mom and she kind of went, oh, like really? Like that's so sweet. I can't wait to work on it. And like you're the guy that again, it's gonna be so magical that for you know, again, this big sentimental thing in my life, and the fact that you're the guy that's going to be doing it. So, again, my heart's full when I think about it.
Honestly, like I'm going to put probably more love into that than anything I've ever done because it actually means something. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Like
man.
I'm going to make sure I'm going to make sure I go that extra mile that I might not on a production piece that I'm going to sell 10 of. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But again, it's also like there's no like it's just whenever like this is going to be there's no rush. Like I just am so excited, like because you're a busy man and we keep throwing ideas at you. So again, like more cyberpunk and cosmic streets. Wayne Crane said that makes a lot of sense. Stretching it over time. Nice. Thank you for answering. GNC says not sure if anyone asked, but how durable are the diodes if dropped on the floor? All right, so
I don't know if some of you might have noticed. I did just drop this one.
Yep, I went.
No.Chewing noticed too. He made a noise. They're pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't throw it on the floor, but for like just dropping it, it should be fine. And if it's not. You know, I've had people receive something in the mail and something got jostled loose in travel, and just want to let you know this popped loose, but I have glue, no problem. You know, like it's not going to snap in half. You know?
Right. No, it is both. Yeah, your foam work, because again, it's the way that you like. I mean, I don't want to give away your trade secret, but like it's very. So like it's I don't know, it's whatever, however you like coding it and all the other things, like it is solid. These are solid pieces.
Yeah, because you have to remember, like as much as I only do 3 shows a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of online business, a lot. So I would say weekly I'm sending stuff overseas.
That's awesome.
Which it's going to get jostled. You know what I mean? So if I can't ensure it's going to get to you relatively safe and sound, I won't offer it for sale online. That's why that's not for sale online. That's why this isn't for sale online. What you bought wasn't for sale online because I can't guarantee it. You know.
Kev, I wanted to. Let's see. By the way, is there anything else that do we hit all of the newness, the new things that people can look forward to, or I mean, not everything.
No, we got everything that I still have in the house. I have
got it.
A ton of stuff out in the garage that was ready to go months. I mean, I have probably 7 or 8 cosmic dioramas that no one's ever seen before.
Oh my god!
Definitely a couple city I have. This is 25% of new stuff that I'm gonna have at the show.
So good. Well, again, guys, like. This is just all the tagged like pictures that people have done with Kevin's work, and can't stress it enough. It's fantastic. Oh man, look at this one. Oh, there we go. Toyetic. Yeah, he's the best. Oh my god, this stuff is it's the best. And Kev, you're the best. Again, like look at this. I noticed that right away. Oh, I'm like, I know that building. I know that building. Oh man. So. Oh, see, and then this is what I'm thinking of too. Like we said with the Egyptian stuff, those walls, I think that's going to be a hit. You know, I really do. All right, so let me get this because let me remind everybody, we got a giveaway tonight. Again, very generous from Kev to offer this up. So thank you again, Kev, for putting that up. And
you're welcome, man. You're welcome. That's my paying you guys back because you guys always. I like I've told the story before. There was one show, I don't know, it was raining. There was something going on. The weather sucked. And I was like, this is going to be a bad show. And you guys bailed me out. Not just the 3 of you. There was like 6 of you in the crew, you know, like Jay Shot. Everybody just, I was like, this went from a show I was worried about to a great show. And I have to, if I could repay it by doing a giveaway, I'm happy to do it.
Well, thank you very much. We've had, again, I truly appreciate everybody here tonight. We've had over 40 people in the chat. That means so much. And hopefully, like we're at 35 right now. We're going to keep it simple. I'm not even going to be jokey, although I did think about making a tree joke, but I won't. But we're just going to go with Lone Wolf Labs for the giveaway right now. Again, Kev is the best. And don't forget, again, his link is right at the top of his Instagram page, and you can order through his website. So let's get this all queued up, everybody. Let's see, Jason. But just a reminder, you do have to be on my channel. So if you are watching over at the TPC, please make sure you jump to Yimbo Reviews Everything. That's the chat that it's gonna pull from for the giveaway. So I just don't want anybody to miss out. All right, we already got our first one in there. There we go, Josh. But Jason said, oh, dang, that's cool. I was just redoing my shelves tonight. All right, nice. Paul Zach's in the house. I own that McFarlane Batman already, so I just need to win the awesome Dio. Grumps, make sure.
That's what I was talking about before he gave me the Fortress of Solitude, Paul Zach.
Oh, there we go, Paul Zach. Okay, very nice. Grumps, make sure you hop over to my channel, buddy boy. Same thing, Enders. Sorry, not to be a pain. I know we were cross-streaming. I know that can be a little confusing. I was bringing up all the chats tonight, but when it comes to giveaways, you got to be over here. Sath, same deal. I don't want you to miss out. Come jump over to my Yimbo channel so you can get in the thing. There we go. So, yeah, we're getting everybody in there. Tanner, same deal. Don't miss out. I don't think it's going to help. I think it's going to pull just from my channel. I hate to be a pain and have you move over, but I'm just nervous. I don't want you to be excluded. All right, Darren, you're in there. Gene, same deal, buddy. I would make sure you come over. Let's see. Create. Nice. There's a giveaway. Super awesome. Let's just take a look at that one more time. because it is awesome here. So while you're doing that, again, everybody, hashtag is Lone Wolf Labs, so make sure you get in there. So there you go, Seth. You're in the house now. Pac photos. What's going on, Pac? Yeah, Martin, there you go. Savage Saint. Yes, and Grump Switch. I'm here from the TPC. Thank you. But I'm not green over here. I know. I apologize. You're still great. You always. You are a member. Again, Yimbonia in the Laserverse. You are. See, there's no borders between them, so you're good. John, make sure you come over to Yimbo's page. I do apologize that I'm making you move, but I just don't want you to miss out, as I've been saying. Lago, same deal, buddy. Same thing, Machu, if you try to get in there. I know you guys are watching the TPC. Bolts, thank you for joining in, but again, make sure you're over here. I'm going to keep it running. Let me put it back up for you. So we got 22. We got 40 people in the chat. So again, I don't want anybody to miss out that's trying to get a chance to win this. There we go. Gene's in there. And there's Lago. I stay rolling. All right. And yes, Darren, thank you so much. Guys, I didn't put any kind of restrictions and go follow, but really, if you haven't followed Lone Wolf Labs, please do so over on Instagram. I know you have a YouTube channel too. I know you. Again, there's only so much bandwidth any of us have for any of this stuff. But if you do want to check out, Lone Wolf's got some stuff up there. Actually, one of the most interesting videos you did was talking about the resin, like where you did a teaching on pouring the resin in. So I'm just letting you know, like that's out there, everybody. All right. Oh, we got Diggs Figs in the house, global icon and national treasure. Let's see. Damn it, this whole time I wasn't in the cool chat. That's because I was actually on top of things. I was on top of the chat. I was really good tonight. I hope. I'm patting myself on the back. There we go. Low Wolf Labs. All right, we're getting in there. So we're up to 25. Remember, they got 39 people. Just don't want anybody to miss out. We'll give it a couple more minutes. So Kev, yeah, what else do we have going on? You got Doc Knock. Was that was a purchase that just got delivered from Mezco?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was
All right.
waitlist conversion.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I haven't even opened it yet. I opened it just to peek at it, but I didn't take them out yet. I've been busy and had paint all over the place, so I didn't want to mess them up. But yeah, I love that character, man. I really do.
I happen to do a unboxing review of that one. So if you want to have that on while you're doing your own unboxing,
I always do, because I'm always like, what the hell is this little thing for? What the hell is this little thing? What am I supposed to do with this? You know, always.
Yeah, but it's great. I mean, that figure, I didn't have the first one, but one of the things that always held me back from making it like a grail to chase down, I didn't like the slimmer proportions.
Me either.
So when this beefcake came out, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yep. I actually was scaling him with I'd use him with other figures, and he just never looked right, and I wound up selling them.
Oh,
and
yes.
As soon as I saw this was announced, I was like, oh, I'm jumping on that.
Yep.
For sure.
Paul said, cool chat, just uncool people according to KJ. Come on. No. Everyone is amazing here. You guys, again, thank you all for hanging out with us live, chatting along, whether you were watching and just now joining in. We appreciate you listening to us talk about toys and dios. This is why we do what we do. All of us, you know, like it keeps us going. All of this stuff is great.
Hey, Yimbo.
Yes.
The giveaway, fun fact about that, just because we were talking about it.
Yeah.
The file, the person I got this from, he doesn't design anymore. But this is called in his assortment of files, Last of Us Dio.
Oh, nice.
It came in two versions. This, which is plain, but then it came one, I guess in the show there's some kind of like a vegetation or ivy looking stuff.
Yeah.
It had the ivy growing down the wall like this.
Oh, wow.
In the other, there was two versions of this file.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there looking at it and I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's the Last of Us piece. Actually, that's what it was designed based on.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. And like you said, that is spot on for anybody. It could either be just beautifully shot alone, but if anybody that ends up getting it is inspired, has that artistic streak in them, and wants to put a stamp on, like you said, whether it's graffiti, whether it's, they could now that, again, it's Last of Us inspired, all of a sudden, maybe they put a little bit of their own weathering and stuff on there. So
exactly, yeah, it's a
really
great
cool.
piece for that. That's 3D printed, by the way. That's a nice plastic. It takes paint well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really cool piece. I'm shifting. I want to move into those away from hand carved ones at shows.
Okay. Sure.
Just because it's easier,
Yeah.
It's easier. It's more durable of a product if I'm shipping it or whatever.
Yeah. No, that's great. Wade Crate said, just a lot more tree jokes over here. Ball sack jokes. I can see some with Ivy on it. That looks dope. There you go. All right, everybody. So, are you sure? If you're watching, this is a final chance. We do have to specify. I know I put it in the post, so we do apologize to our international friends, but we are keeping this to the it's the lower 48 states. So this is just because of this, we just need to. So again, Kev is shipping this, again, he made it and he's shipping it out. So again, love you, Kev. Thank you so much. But that is the one reservation. So if you don't happen to be in that lower 48, maybe send me a message on IG and I can figure something else out. But we do want to make sure that Lone Wolf is just sending this to that. So to the lower 48. RG got it in there. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Gaijin got in there. All right, nice. So, Tanner, like I said, we'll figure something out. Like if you happen to win, you can send me a message. I could cover you. I will still reward you for being here.
Yeah, but we can split it if you want to. If you want to, we can split it.
All right. We'll figure. Yeah. All right. Yeah. See,
Tanner needs to buy a new printer, so we got to help him out.
That's true. All right. Yeah. See. So all right. So yes, of course. Yes, I'm not putting this all on Kev. So there we go. All right, we got this. So we're gonna do it. Colton's Castle. Oh, see, you know what? Come over here. You're over at TPC. Real quick. I'll give you 20 seconds. Colton, come over to Yimbo's page. Do it one more time so it counts. We got 31 entries. That's amazing. So yes, Tanner, we're gonna figure that out. All right. Machu, here we go. Said my ramen van needs to be used in a heist shot, so I definitely buy a bank dio from you, Kev.
Okay, Macho, you know what? I was just thinking, maybe I could throw together a bank this week and surprise you with. You planted the seed, brother. You planted the seed.
There we go. Let's see, the Sentinels have a way. Paul Morales, hurry up, get over here to Yimbo Reviews Everything channel. I apologize. That's how the StreamYard giveaway works. There we go. Colton got in there. Jay Sinner, I'll take a dank dio either way. A bank dio, dank dio. Dank bio sounds like a cool backstory. I love it. Too funny. All right. All right. So Colton got in there. Paul Morales. Ooh, Clintastic. There you go. 33. I'm waiting for Paul Morales to get over here to the Yimbo page. Ultra custom bank dio. Charge him double. Oh man. So Kev, thank you again for joining tonight, and you're the best. I've been looking forward to this for since I picked up that building from you.
Yeah, me too. So, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
No, hell yeah. All right, so here I'll do one more thing to kill some time for Paul. We'll give you 20 more seconds. Again, here's Kev's. Ooh, see? All the stuff is there, everybody. Ooh boy. There it is. So yeah, lots of stuff up already on here. And as when are those trees? So people have it like you're saying before ToyCon.
After the show tonight, I'll start putting them up. There
we go. All right. So a lot of amazing stuff already in here. I can vouch for. I love this computer station that you've made. This stuff. I mean, again, every time I see them, I want to grab everything. It's just a matter of spacing it out. So, all right, Paul Morales got in. Excellent. So, yes, here we go. Let's share this. And drawing in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Ba, 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 ba. I'm so excited. Whoever gets, this is going to be I'm cheering for everybody right now. Too much new toys. All right, there's my man Cody. This is so good because Cody is he's got a couple of little Dio things, but he's I feel like is in need of some Dio stuff. So KJ, I know you're gonna call rigged because Cody's a buddy, but he's in Utah, so we're good. We're good on. Yeah, see, there's the rigged. I knew it. Come on, what am I supposed to do? Cody, this is great. He's gonna love it. He's got his all his Joy Hammer and Joy Toy or Warhammer, Joy Toy Warhammer, and of course his Joy Toy Ninja Turtles. So now you got a nice little Dio there. That's gonna go so well with what he has. There we go. Congrats too much. There we go. We got some stuff there. All right. Congrats, Cody. It's not a rigathon, KJ, just because you didn't win. Oh, man. But yes. All right, guys. This is a lot of fun. Don't Google Joy Hammer yet. I don't know what that was. It's Joy Toy Warhammer. But on that note, I will remind you that... Toy Daddies will be back tomorrow night for the top 10. Another amazing week of photos. And now for those of you out there, a little Last of Us time. So thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you. Cody, we'll be in touch, my friends. And anything else, Gav? We're good?
No, that's it. Is he gonna email me, or you're gonna email me his address to send that out?
Yeah, Cody's like one of my boys, so we're good. I don't have his. This is actually good because I've been meaning to send him some action figures as a thank you for like our little partnership early on, and he's been like hesitating. So yeah, so this will be good for me too. But yeah, there we go. Definitely no excuse not to crack out some toy photos now. Exactly. Oh, Marco's in the house. What's going on, Marco? Thanks for being here. All right, everybody, we're gonna play that banner off. Have an excellent. We're looking at. There we go. Have an excellent rest of your weekend. Have an awesome start to your week, everybody. And see you later. Love you.
Thank you. Thanks.